Pastor Roy Gerhart from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. Well, the word for Wednesday is truth. Truth is something so basic to life that we want to distinguish between truth and lie. And the real gauge or the measure of truth is, does it describe reality? Because if I'm lying to you, I'm telling you something different from what actually happened. I'm giving you some information that clearly doesn't match up with reality. And truth then has a tangible connection to what happens in real time with real people and in real places. Today, though, it seems like we're losing touch with that concept of truth. That we're taking on a concept in our culture that says that truth is in your head, that this isn't just opinion, this is your truth, so that you can make up your own way of looking at the world, make up your own definitions about life, make up all of those things, and it's your truth. Not just a crazy idea, but your truth, my truth, everybody's truth. And that is really a concept, though, that blows up the idea of truth as something that really does touch base with reality. And the significance of that is there for all of us. I mean, all of us depend on truth. It's what binds us together as a culture. It's what gives us a cohesiveness logically in life. It is the real test and touchstone of whether or not we are dealing with reality or just a crazy idea that we've got in our heads. That's the safeguard against that kind of out of control lunacy. And so that truth has a concrete connection to reality. Some people, though, want to reduce, even when we look at the Bible, to just being a matter of their truth, my truth, as if the Bible is just a book of opinions. You know, somebody threw down some opinions on paper a long time ago, and it's our role, our prerogative to argue, debate, and even overrule those and replace them with our own opinions. And so that the idea there of truth being brought forth in a revelation of God is being thrown out the window by many people. And yet, I remember back in my early days in college at IUP that my orientation to being a history major included a look back at the beginnings of historical investigation. And there was an underlining or a highlighting of the Hebrew people. Because in contrast to many of the people around them, they didn't just look at the world as a random, chaotic world of magic. No, they saw the magic happening in a world where it was real events that were connected in a linear view of history, where events were causally related to each other, and that truth was always there in those tangible realities, and that you had to test truth according to those realities. And so that when the Hebrew people presented these magical moments of God intervening, they were presenting the story of God working in a real world, historically. And they saw the world as a place of meaning then that was being brought to life by God who created us. And it was working in a purposefulness throughout history. So that this idea of truth is embedded in all of this. This is where when we looked at the virgin birth on Sunday, I pointed out there are many people who have thrown that out, just said, well, this is too much magic in the mix. This just can't be accepted, and they just throw it out. And yet the Bible is a book that is presenting to us historical stories and trying to say to us, here's what happened. And there's so many evidences within the text that this is exactly what these people are doing. They're trying to give us a picture of reality, trying to explain events that happened, that they are rooted in that tangible connection to truth in terms of saying this is what happened with real people in real places in real time. And so that they describe Jesus was born, and this is how it happened. You may have doubts about the claims of the Bible and the veracity of the Bible, but I just got to ask you and challenge you to to look at it as a book that presents to us an offering of truth. Here it is. Not just a magical formula, but a story of God in history. And that's the way that you need to investigate it, to find the evidence that allows a verdict about truth. So may God bless you today. And as you share his good news, may God make you a blessing wherever he takes you.